Good morning, Capricorn. First off, I have to apologise because it's quite dark today. It's pretty rainy and drizzly outside, quite overcast. So I do rely on the light coming in through my window. You see the shadow here, windows to my right. Yeah, if I put my overhead light on, the light shines on the cards too much, you can't see them properly, so we're just going to have to go with it. You might be feeling perhaps a little bit dark and dreary today, maybe. That might be sort of a sign. Anything that happens in the reading is part of the reading, so if it's dark and dreary, you might be feeling dark and dreary. I'm sorry if you're feeling that way. The sun will come out soon. The sun will come out tomorrow. Talking about songs, I'm just writing that down actually. The sun out tomorrow. I'm going to put that in the description below. All your songs that come through will be in the description below, so you can go and look those up and see if they have extra messages for you. I did get quite a few songs for you overnight because I was still getting over the end of my cold, and I can tell I'm still feeling a little bit spacey. I was still getting over the end of that cold that I had last week, and I'd not been sleeping very well, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take some night nurse and knock myself out for the night, have a really good night's sleep and hopefully feel better in the morning. I do feel a lot better. I think my cold might have gone, yay, but I feel spacey. So while I was all spacey last night, I kept on getting these songs through, and some of them were quite funny. The first one actually was just something that I saw on YouTube. It just randomly played on YouTube, and I noted it down for your first song. And it's a new one. It's called Hey Stupid I Love You by JP Sachs. It just randomly played, and I felt like it was there for a reason. The next song, all these songs now came through, just started playing in my head as I was falling asleep. So we've got The Blossoms, The Less I Know The Better, Sway With Me by Galaxara and Saweetie. Saweetie, that's how it's spelled. And the specific lines from that song that we're going over and over was, when the rhythm starts to play, follow me into the dark, break off a piece of my heart. And then this is a really funny one. This was this morning as I was kind of coming to. I had Postman Pat and his black and white cat in my head. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. So I don't know what any of that means for you, but you can see it's like a descent into madness. My terrible handwriting there. Just me rolling over in the middle of the night. Absolutely. I was absolutely out of it on night nurse, trying to write down these songs that were coming through so I didn't forget any of them. I think I did an okay job, considering. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Do check out that description box below because it has some information about how you should interpret the reading. It's a general reading, so not every single thing in here is going to be specifically to you. It can't be a message for every single Capricorn out there, but there will be messages in there for you. So it's up to you to kind of determine what feels right, what feels like, oh my God, yes, this is my story. And anything that doesn't fit, where you think, well, I don't understand what that means, that's just not for you. Don't take that message, it won't be for you. Or remember it, and it might be something that makes sense later on. But don't overanalyze anything if there's just something that doesn't fit. Right, so I'm going to do I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards. And this is going to give us a general sense of what's going on for you, sort of situation-wise. And then we're going to do past, present, future, heart space, thoughts, action space. And then I'm going to pull clarifiers and an advice card for you. So let's get going. We've got the Tarot del Nui. Do you know, if I can't say it today, I'm just going to show you. It's this pack. Haunted House Tarot, Witches Tarot, Gilded Tarot, and the Akashic Tarot and the Tea Leaf deck. So let's go. So can we get a few cards for Capricorn's situation, please? Okay, this deck is huge. It's 200 cards, so I do have to sort of shuffle it in two separate parts. It's just such a big card, big deck. Oh my goodness, I really am not doing very well with words today. So the first card is Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. I hope it's not risky woohoo. If you're a simmer, you'll know what risky woohoo is. Something risky, taking a chance, being like a tiger. Capricorn, I'm excited. Your reading's going well already. Cain, pay attention to your health. Maybe it's time just to go for a checkup, just make sure everything's okay. If there's any little signs of anything that's niggling you, do go and get those checked out. And just, I think this is just a sign to kind of say, eat healthily, get your exercise in. Do you know what I'm getting actually? If you are about to do something that's quite exciting and risky, it might take up a lot of energy. This might be the time now, before this happens, to really get your rest, get your health sorted, so that you've got the energy and you've got the sort of drive to do whatever this is. If you think, I don't know about tigers, but I know that lions sleep a lot. Every time I go to the zoo, I always want to see the lions. The lions are my favourite animal. Absolutely love them. So I always drag everybody over to the lions, and all they do is lie there yawning. If you're lucky, you'll get a yawn. They might roll over. And that's the best you're going to get from the lions. The tigers, though, they're always prowling around the cage. Once I took my daughter, when she was really, really little, she was a little toddler, just walking. And we were walking by the tigers, and it must have been feeding time. And this tiger was just following her. It was just walking along the edge of the cage, and it was watching her. And it was absolutely terrifying. The way this tiger... I was so thankful that the bars were there and the cage was there, because that tiger would have had my daughter. It was very scary, but pretty cool, but scary. I don't know. Again, like I say, anything that happens in the reading, there might be a message in there for you that might mean something, like a metaphor. So just see if that actually fits somehow. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Well, I can compliment you right now, Capricorn. You are pretty damn sexy. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. It's going to be one of those readings, isn't it? I'm going to have another bonkers reading. Do you know, last week you made me cry, Capricorn. Your reading made me cry. So I'm hoping for a better one this week. Whatever it was that was not, getting you down, I hope you've processed that a little bit and moved on a little bit. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. Okay. So maybe a man is going to be complimenting you. Maybe if you have been looking after your health, and you're looking pretty good about yourself, feeling really good, looking really good. Maybe you've been exercising during lockdown. Maybe this is drawing attention and someone's going to be complimenting you. You might be feeling a bit like a tiger. Okay. Yeah, definitely bonkers reading. Right, here we go. So let's get past heart space. It's funny, people say to me, oh, your voice is so soothing. And I'm like, really? Because sometimes when I'm doing these readings, I just feel absolutely off the wall. I am off the wall. I'm always off the wall. It's just my natural state. I can't lie. Right, okay. Here we go. Can I get past heart space, please, for Capricorn? What is going on in Capricorn's past heart space? So the first card I'm seeing, you've got two cards. The first one is the Six of Pentacles here. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Right, so you may have suffered a financial loss. The immediate message I'm getting here is like divvying up the assets. The Ten of Pentacles in the upright is a card about having everything you need tangibly in life. It's like you've got the career, you've got enough money to put bread on the table every day, to have a roof over your house, over your head, roof over your house. I would hope that you have a roof over your house. You've got a car, you've got fancy clothes, everything you could need sort of on a physical level, on a comfort level. You've got everything you could need there. I'm also noticing this, I'm going to have one of those days where the camera doesn't want to focus. Like me, very unfocused. She has this red thread symbolising like the thread of life and fate and destiny. But you can see it's actually snapped there. With it being in reverse, this is not having the Ten of Pentacles. It can be like a financial loss. Maybe you had the Ten of Pentacles and now you don't, especially because the Six of Pentacles is a card about, you can see this set of scales here and the money falling from our hands. It's a card about divvying up the assets kind of thing, sharing, balancing out a situation. So yeah, there may have been something involved where something, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but something, it could be workload, it could be feeling like you're doing all the work, you're the boss of the company, and now you're sharing out the workload with other people. But it's something tangible, something material, that this could be want as well. This could be feeling like you don't have the Ten of Pentacles because, you know, you're trying to get there, but you're perhaps seeing someone else that has everything, you know, looking at Instagram and thinking, oh God, they have the perfect life, they have everything they could possibly ever need. I can see my reflection. And yeah, I was thinking, oh, they have everything they could possibly ever need. This isn't fair. Why don't I have what they have? And this is in your heart space, so this is what you've been feeling. Either feeling like you want to bring balance to a situation in terms of something tangible, or you know, being perhaps a little bit like jealous of what other people have, thinking it's not fair, feeling like you want to bring fairness to a situation, to share, or you want someone else to share. Okay, so current heart space please for Capricorn. I'll just show you what I'm laughing at. This card came out and then the card sort of re-caught it. So it kind of tried to come flying out and then it was like, no, you're trapped, you're staying here. So you've got the Nine of Wands and the Emperor. Hi, Emperor. It's a nice Emperor, this one. So the Nine of Wands is a card. What is the Nine of Wands? I'm having a mind blip. The Nine of Wands is a card about coming to the end of a tough journey, coming to the end of something that's felt like quite trialing. You know, you may feel like you've been quite burdened by a lot of different factors, or, you know, something's really, really challenged you. And it's been sort of a long process as well. But the Nine of Wands is coming to the end of that journey. It's coming out of the maze. It's the Wounded Warrior card. There's a sense of as well as sort of almost like waiting, like you know in your heart space, you can feel that you're at the end of this journey, that this journey is coming to an end for you. You can almost see the finish line, and it's taken a lot of your strength, but you kind of just need to persevere that little bit longer, and then you'll get to the end of whatever this task or challenge is for you in your life, and you can feel that you're nearly there, but you may be feeling absolutely exhausted, which explains actually why you have that Cane card and this sense of needing to look after your health. The Emperor. So this may be you. If this has been a very challenging journey, it's actually turned you into, it's almost like you've learnt lessons and you're coming out of this journey feeling really, really strong. So like I said, this is the Wounded Warrior card. You can see this is almost like the king of warriors, you know, ready for battle, or he's survived the battle and now he's got the experience to go into battle again. Almost he's stronger through because of this process. Again, masculine and feminine energy can be swapped around. So if you're you identify as a female and you're watching this reading, you could still be acting in masculine energy and Emperor energy. It's just kind of feeling very, very powerful, you know, having a lot of drive, really going for what you want in life. And again, I'm not trying to do like gender stereotypes here. It's just the way tarot works and the way you have to, you know, the way you explain things. But just know that you can swap roles around and you could be any of the energies in this reading. Just take what fits, and anything that doesn't fit could possibly be someone else in your life that you're interacting with. So if you're identifying perhaps as the feminine energy, an alternate storyline here is that somebody is watching your progress. if you've been on something that's been a very long journey, very, very challenging, and you're coming out of it, almost coming out of it fighting, you've sort of proved your worth. This may be attracting the attention of someone, and so this could be an emperor, could be a boss. So this could be somebody who could offer you some kind of opportunity, and they're impressed by your sort of determination and grit. So yeah, take what resonates. It could be one way or another there. It is quite fiery. It's quite intense, this energy. So I could almost get this tiger, like a tiger could be how they sort of stalk the prey, how they're watching very intently. I feel like this emperor is watching something very intently. The Nine of Wands as well can be a card of watching and waiting. So yeah, watching and waiting very, very intently. And this is it's not in your action space, it's what you're feeling in your heart space, feeling very intent about something that you're waiting for. Okay, so future heart space, please, for Capricorn. Future heart space, please, for Capricorn. What's going on in Capricorn's heart in the future? What are they feeling in the future? It's trying to hide. It doesn't want to come out. What's it going to be? She's peeking out there. The Knight of Wands. Oh, yes. Yes, Capricorn. This is that tiger energy. So this is like the tiger is out of the cage, and it's like if you've been watching and waiting for something. I'm just going to pull him back down again. If you've been watching and waiting for something, feeling really, really strongly, intently focused on something, feeling like that tiger at the zoo that was watching my daughter. Don't take this the wrong way. Just thought of how this could be read, and it's really weird. Like, don't take it that way. But feeling like that tiger, there's something outside the cage that you really, really want. You're so hungry for it. And then it's like all of a sudden the gates are open and you can go, and you are racing out of the gate. You're going for it. You're going, like, nothing's stopping you, kind of thing. You're going to have what you want. That's the energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of the Wands is probably the fastest moving card, the fastest moving knight in the whole of the tarot. Going straight for what they want. They can almost be too passionate, too enthusiastic. At the detriment of like caring for other things. It's like the focus is so intent, going in for what they want. So, oh my goodness, Capricorn. As soon as I pulled that tiger card, I knew I was in for an exciting reading with you. I can't wait for the gates to open for you. This is much, much more exciting energy than it was last week. I'll tell you that for a start. Okay, and what are you going for? What is that tiger? What is that knight rushing towards? The world. Everything they want. Whatever means the world to them, that's what they're going for. So the world card can be a card about actual global travel. With this card as well, you see how the owl is like trying to fly. It's got its wings spread, but she's holding onto its feet. So at the moment, I'm getting this sense of holding back. It really does feel like it's like, if I can describe the energy that I'm getting from these two cards, it's like someone has an elastic band and they're pulling it and pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and it's really, or a catapult's a better example, pulling this catapult, and it's really starting to strain now with this holding back, and it's just waiting, and then as soon as you can, and that catapult's released, it's like there's so much sort of what's the word? Is it not kinetic energy? Is it kinetic energy? I'm trying to remember my high school GCSEs. Sort of energy, sort of, it's like that hummingbird energy of my heart's going now, of almost like anticipation and energy that's being held back. It's so strong. So yeah, I'm getting this bit held back energy. You want to fly, you want to go racing out of that gate, but someone's still got you tethered. I'm also noticing actually on the, oh my goodness, yeah, on, not that card, where was it? This card. If you see, she's got on the end of this red string, she's got a raven or a crow here, and it looks like its feet are tied. So yeah, there's definitely a sense of wanting to fly but feeling tethered. I'm getting so excited by your reading. Okay, what's under the world? I don't know if you saw the way the card slid off there. It's when it does that, I know that it's trying to show me the card underneath. The Ten of Swords. No, the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what was I saying? The Eight of Swords is literally the card of feeling trapped. This feeling of being... and it's look at the feathers as well. I was saying about the raven being trapped, and it's almost like this is the raven being trapped. So someone feels really trapped, and it's causing them... you can see how she looks like exhausted. It's like holding onto this energy, holding back this energy. And the card underneath is the Six of Swords, wanting to move on, wanting to move forward. Yeah, so you might be actually exhausting yourself, because you want this so much, and you can't go yet, you can't have it. You might actually be draining yourself. It's like you haven't got anywhere to put that energy, so it's just exhausting you. And it may actually be, if you're overthinking it as well, like can be causing you almost like anxiety, or mild feelings of depression as well. Yeah, oh my goodness, the energy in this reading, like I can really feel it. If this is you, Capricorn, it's oh my goodness, I can't wait till the gates open. Right, so we're going to go into your thoughts now. What are you thinking about these things? So, I'm sorry, can you hear the beeping? I don't know why, there's always something. Yesterday it was crows. The crows were shouting through my window yesterday, interrupting my reading, and now we've got a big truck. It's getting closer. And you just know it's just going to park outside the window and sit there beeping. Let's keep going. We're going to embrace the truck. Okay, so past thoughts for Capricorn. The Tower, a sudden realisation, or an event that's really shook you up. It could have felt quite sudden. It could have felt like something came in out of the blue for you. Excuse me. It's like something coming in, and it really shakes up your world and makes you question things and look at things in a different way, like a lightning bolt moment. Yeah, she looks quite distressed. So I was talking about possibly having a loss of money or a loss of something tangible, and sort of sharing something out. That this could have come in as quite a shock to you. Could have really felt quite overwhelming at the time. But this is in the past, and I can see that you're in a very different energy now. If this wounded you, you're coming out of that wounding now. You can see the change in this woman here. She looks a little bit lost on this card, but here she's like ready for battle almost, looking back. She's ready for battle. Yeah. So I was just trying to see if my face was on camera. I keep leaning forward to look at the cards. Oh, she's smiling as well. Look at that smile. Oh, she's ready. Look at her. Ooh. Okay, current thoughts. Please, for Capricorn. It's Bella Goth. Guys, it's Bella Goth and Nina Caliente. Oh, yeah, this is the Temperance card, though. It's the card of waiting. You have to wait. You have to wait a bit longer, knowing that you have to wait. Yeah, patience, temperance, take your time, balance yourself. With that Six of Pentacles as well, it's a card about balancing. And she looks quite flirty, doesn't she? There's a lot of flirtiness going on here. We did have like the man and the bouquet, compliments from an admirer. They're also drinking, and with that cane card saying pay attention to your health, watch that you're not drinking too much. Because Bella Goth, she's beautiful. Look at her figure. She does not need a big, massive beer belly, does she? Especially if she's going to go racing out of the gate towards some kind of passion. She wants to look as fancy as she can, and that drinking too much is not going to do that for her. She wants to look her best. So yeah, make sure you're. It's not saying don't drink at all. She's got one glass there. Just make sure you're paying attention to your health. You're balanced. And this is in your thoughts as well. So I feel like this is what you're thinking. You're thinking, I need to be patient. I need to be balanced. I want to do this in a steady way. I don't want to be the tiger running out of the gate, or knowing that it's not time for that, so having to steady yourself. Steady Eddie. I heard Steady Eddie. Do you know someone called Eddie? In your future thoughts, and I'm going to pull a clarifier for this, and we can find out what's going on here. The Five of Cups is a card about a loss, not a loss of a person, a loss of kind of an opportunity, a situation that didn't go according to plan, a lost friendship, almost like it's like crying over spilt milk energy. This card is normally there's normally 3 cups spilt and 2 cups being offered. Now these cups aren't spilt, or these wine glasses aren't spilt, but she has got her back to them. They may be a friendship or a relationship in your life where it's either there's like too much emotion there. It's almost draining because it's maybe someone's over emotional, and that really, really drains you. And that perhaps they take too much from you and they don't give enough back. It's the sort of person, it's the sort of friend who always wants to come round or ring you up when something's going wrong in their life and they need a shoulder to cry on, or they need someone to give them money, but it's emotional time. So someone's really draining on you emotionally, and you kind of need someone to look after you, I feel. It's like, well, I'm looking after you, but who's looking after me? This could also be turning your back on people who are perhaps bad for your health. Because I was talking just then about the cane card and about her drinking. She's only got 1 cup there. So perhaps you are realizing now that you have a lot of friends or a lot of people in your life who perhaps aren't very good for you. Perhaps some of them are almost like bad influences on you. They make you drink too much. They make you they kind of hold you back a little bit, sort of make you make bad choices. And it doesn't have to be awful choices, but just drinking too much, having a hangover the next day, or distracting you from your work and you're not getting any work done. A sense of perhaps dividing your time too much between too many people. This isn't normally the meaning of the Five of Cups. I'm going off my intuition based on the images. I'm hearing over a barrel as well. What is that phrase, being held over a barrel? I don't quite know what that phrase means, but it popped into my head with these barrels. So maybe it's a sense of feeling quite tied to people, feeling like obliged to emotionally be there for people. But you're ready now. She's moving towards these 2 of Cups. She wants a more balanced relationship, an equal relationship. You see, like the wine in them is equal too. Look at her face as well. She's not too happy. So almost feeling like a bit guilty perhaps about stepping away from people who are draining you. But you need to look after yourself. The cards are literally telling you, like, look after yourself. And I will pull a clarifier on that. We can find some more information on it. In the underlying, oh my goodness, I always get surprised, and I don't know why I get surprised by tarot anymore, because it does this to me all the time. I was talking about wanting to move towards this 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups symbolising an equal relationship. And so what do you have in the underlying? The 2 of Cups. Look at that card. It's such a beautiful card. It could be love. It could be someone you feel probably, absolutely. With that Knight of Wands card there, that is someone that you are mega attracted to. Like, bursting through the pants energy kind of thing. Sorry, let's get back on track. Let's keep it PG, people. This is someone you find very, very attractive. Someone who stimulates you physically and emotionally. Someone on the same level as you. And it's a beautiful card. It's almost like angelic. It's like a divine relationship in this card. It's gorgeous. It's like the Lovers card can't even, it's more pure, much more pure than that Lovers card. It's gorgeous. That's, and it may not even be It can be a friendship as well. It can be any kind of relationship in your life, but it's an equal relationship that gives as much as it takes. Excuse me, my voice is getting a bit scratchy. Yeah, gorgeous. And this might not even be a specific person for you. You might not have met this person yet, but it's more because this is what you're thinking about. You're feeling very passionate and you're thinking that you want this equal relationship. So it could just be feeling like you're ready. You're ready to start a relationship with someone who's an equal to you. Okay, swap those over now. Okay, we're going to go to the Witch's Tarot now. On the bottom of the deck already is Karma. Karma's coming in. Let's get your action space, past, present and future action space, please. So can I get past action space, please, for Capricorn? And it's six of Pentacles again. So that's twice now. You had it in your heart space. You were feeling it, and you're actioning it, divvying up the assets, sharing. There's also, this one's very sort of philanthropic, is that how I pronounce that? The Six of Pentacles normally is someone who's a little bit more wealthy, sharing out money with people who are less wealthy. So you may have been feeling very, very charitable. You may have actually donated a chunk of your, with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you may have donated a chunk of your income to charity. Perhaps if you've been feeling very passionate about some of the causes that have been highlighted over the recent weeks with Black Lives Matter and Pride and what else, the Me Too movement, and what else, there was something else as well, wasn't there? I don't know, I'm so sorry if I've forgotten something important. Yeah, but maybe you've been donating quite a lot of money or time. It could be time. Time is precious. Yeah, sharing it with people who are less fortunate than you, who need help. Perhaps you're very caring about children. Perhaps you're particularly moved, as a lot of us are, particularly moved by when children suffer in a situation. But that explains why the Ten of Pentacles could be in reverse if you really been doing quite well financially, and you thought, well, it's time now. It's time for me to give back a little bit. Yeah, it's a sense of giving back, and that Tower moment there, that could be, everything that's been going on in the news, really hitting you very, very hard in your thoughts, and you thinking, how can I help? And then actually you're tangibly helping. I know I've donated a little bit of money recently to a couple of causes. You have to really, even if, I'm not really, really rich. If I turn the camera around now and show you the state of the wall behind me, there's a wall that's just got half the wallpaper ripped off. We've got like a fireplace that's been bricked up, but the brick's kind of bulging, and it's been like that for so long, and we need to plaster it. We're in the process of, it's really difficult because everything's shut down, but we're trying to get the plaster and the bricks and the things we need to re-brick this fireplace and plaster it. It's not great. But what I'm trying to say is that we're not flush with money, but we are comfortable, and we've got that little bit to spare where I think I bought nail varnish this week. Do I really need to be buying nail varnish? I can spend some of that money. If I can spend money on nail varnish, I can spend money on charity. So but maybe that's what's been going on for you in the past. On a more serious level, it could be divorce. I am seeing that there for some of you. Obviously, that's not going to be every single Capricorn, because that's not an everyday occurrence. Oh, it's so funny. It's not funny. I am so sorry if you've been through a divorce. I'm so sorry. What I'm laughing at there is that the Nine of Pentacles came out, which is the single card. It's like the cards went, yeah, someone got a divorce. Yeah, so Nine of Pentacles, it's doesn't have to be. So the meaning of this card is it's a card about being independent, doing very, very, very well on your own, self-supporting, self-sufficiency, doing brilliantly on your own. So it's kind of a running theme for you, and it's not surprising really with you being Capricorn. Capricorns normally are very good at managing the tangible things in life. They normally are like the one of the signs who's more likely to be a boss, or, you know, more likely to be able to tend to kind of the financial matters in life. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me, you know, being a sexy Capricorn, that you've got all your ducks in a row there. But yeah, there is a loss, so it's going from the 10 to the 9. So yeah, one of these pentacles may be something that you've donated to somewhere in the past. There is a sense that you've handed out money or something tangible. There's been something that you've given away. Perhaps it's been a really big gift. You did have that compliments from an admirer card, so perhaps you've given a gift to someone. Yeah. We've got 2 9s here as well. 9s are about coming to the end of a journey, coming close to the end of a journey, and learning the lessons from that journey. Yeah, I'm going to pull clarifiers again on that one in a minute when we get to that and find out more about what's going on there. But yeah, for some of you could have gone from being in a relationship to being single. For others of you, you're just doing brilliantly on your own. You know, made wise investments, doing well in your career, perhaps actually working from home, starting up your own business. You might be very, very passionate about starting up your own business, but you know that now is not the time to perhaps launch it, or you're waiting for something before you can really, really go like hell for leather with it. Okay, future action space. Ooh. Just before I don't know what this card is yet. I've not turned it over yet. I also got from here that there's a sense of using your time wisely. So if you're ready to go running out of that gate, you may have been, while you've been sort of stuck and in this kind of patient energy, this may be where you've been working on yourself quite a lot. You know, working out, figuring out how to do your makeup in that perfect way. You know, really, really doing self-care, and it's paying off. You've invested quite a lot into yourself, and that's brilliant. I wish every sign was more like that, Capricorn. Right, okay, future energy. Pow. Oh, ooh. The 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is a card about having a lot of choices, having a lot of options. So again, I think, did this come out for you? I think it did come out for you in last week's reading, so check that out if you haven't already. But I think I was talking about how some of you are looking at all the relationships in your life, especially with what I was saying about this 5 of Cups here, looking at all the different relationships in your life, working out who's there for you and who's not there for you, what works for you and what doesn't work for you, working out what you want from the relationships in your life. Yeah, maybe cutting a few people out, possibly. We'll find out with the clarifier, but really sort of weighing up your options there, to do with emotions. You know, who makes me feel good? What makes me feel good? This is my choosing you card as well. So it's almost like if someone has a lot of offers, a lot of love offers, perhaps a lot of offers of friendship, you can see he's not interested in them. He doesn't want those. He wants you. So oh, hello, there we go. So yeah, that's the normal meaning of that card. With it being in reverse, it could mean indecision. It could be overwhelmed by too many offers. It could be refusing to make a decision. Or it could be the decision has been made. The decision's been made. They're choosing you. They know what they want. And yeah, so they're over that choosy period, that indecisive period. So it could have several meanings, and we will clarify, and we'll see kind of what else we get from that. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you, Capricorn. I'm really excited for you. Do you know what you've got in the underlying? What did we have here? 2 of Cups, a relationship. I've got it here as well. Yeah, though you're rushing towards a relationship. And it's look at how the hands are bound as well. And I was talking about the red string on this card, the red string of fate. It's almost like fate is bringing you together with someone. Oh, it's gorgeous. You're going to make me cry again, Capricorn. What is it with your readings at the moment? Oh my goodness. Oh, and just the similarity of these 2 cards is, oh my god. Oh. I'm so excited for you. Underneath the 2 of Cups, you've got the 4 of Wands. That's marriage. guys, that's marriage. Maybe like there's someone still deciding on this, but I mean, it doesn't have to be marriage. It can be an event. It can be a party. It can be secure. It's just like solid foundations. But if this is a relationship, this is like a long haul relationship. Like, heart's pumping. I'm so excited. And it's a wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. That's another 9. So you've got 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is very similar to the 9 of Pentacles. Being good on your own. Yeah. So sorry, my video cut out. I've been talking too long. Being really good on your own, and wanting to join, bring that happiness forward. You've been independent, and now you're ready to join. You're ready to enter into some kind of partnership here. And I was just going to point out how similar those cards are. Obviously there's 2 of Cups that they do have a kind of running theme, but the woman's on the left, the man's on the right. The man has his cup slightly higher in both of those. Perhaps he's slightly more loving, slightly more giving. Perhaps he's of a higher station in life, maybe. But all in all, it's really, really equal, balanced relationship. Absolute, like, it's almost like a double wedding, don't you think? It's almost like maybe there's 2 relationships and people are going to have a joint wedding. That's cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep the 4 of Wands out because I'm excited. Can I come to your wedding, Capricorn? Capricorn, can I come to your wedding, please? I want to come and play. I want to come and hang out with Bella Goth at the bar and do some dancing. Right, okay. Calm down. See, I'm a Libra. I'm a soppy romantic. I just want that Romeo and Juliet story. Capricorn, what are you doing to me? Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to take some deep breaths. I'm going to pull some clarifiers out for you for all of these cards to find out a little bit more about what's going on. And I'm going to spend some time kind of looking at that, interpreting it, and I will be back with your full spread. See you in a minute, Capricorn. I lied. Before I do, I just turned the deck of cards over and that was on the bottom. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, Capricorn, what am I going to do with you? Right, okay, so in your past, we had the 6 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The reason for this, some sort of loss, the reason for it is because there was a new relationship. There was some kind of new offer, and it's in your heart space. So you either wanted to make a new offer, or someone made a new offer to you or to someone else. But there's a new, it could be a love interest, it could be a friendship. There's some kind of new relationship here, which was the reason for the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be, again, like as I was saying over here, it doesn't have to be that there's an actual person, a specific person that you're interested in or that someone else is interested in. It's more this idea, the aces are all about an idea normally, about wanting something new or having this new idea about what it means to be in love, or to what it means to be, what love means, and that can be love in a friendship as well, what that means to you. So there's almost like a new feeling in your heart space about what a relationship should be, which is either caused by this event or it caused this event. It could have been either way around, but there was this Tower moment, and the Tower moment is what caused this wanting to race out the gate energy. So we've got the Knight of Cups here, and this Knight of Cups, you can see like the Knight of Wands. Let me just show you this card here. Very, very similar. So the Knight of Cups is normally it's normally got quite blue colouring. It's normally quite calm and loving, but this Knight of Cups it's so similar to the Knight of Wands in energy. It's like really racing in, really very, very passionate, and it's love. It is love. As it could be romantic, it could be just a passionate friendship. But it's someone who has a hell of a lot of passion, of really, really strong feelings you can see how he's got the cup held high as well. So I feel like there was some sort of offer made here. Very, very passionate, very enthusiastic offer. But I'm also getting the sense, you can see how he's pulling back on the reins, how the horse is rearing back. It's like this pulling back of this love. Restraint. I'm hearing the word restraint. So yeah, if someone came rushing into you with a love offer, this could have really, really took you by surprise and shook up your world. It doesn't have to be to you. It could be you going to someone else, or it could be a love offer made by someone else between different people that caused a reaction to you. So perhaps if you were in a relationship and someone was like, no, I'm interested. Well, I've just got a circle on my screen and I don't know what that is. I'm just going to ignore it. So if you may have gone rushing in with an offer, or someone else may have found a new love. Someone, if you're in a relationship, someone in that relationship may have been like, look, I really love this other person, and it's caused this tower moment in your mind. Take that as you will. Again, it doesn't have to be necessarily love. It can just be friendship. I don't know what that circle is. I'm just going to pause and try and get rid of it. No, not a clue. I'm just going to put up with it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right now it's resting on this Knight of Wands. There's like a big yellow circle around the Knight of Wands. Don't know what it is. I don't know. I hope the recording's okay. So this down here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is this sense of fate. I did say that there could be a fated relationship coming in for you with the red string around the hands. Needing to balance because of fate, needing to divvy up the assets because of fate, a fateful event. This tower moment could have been a fateful event, a stroke of luck. It's a positive turn of the wheel. So even though there may have been some sort of loss, or there may be a sense of something that was quite destructive, it's almost like fate's bringing it in for you because it's trying to bring balance to your life. You can see it's almost like the Chariot card with this. I'm noticing kind of the. Oh, sorry, my camera's really messing up. I really don't know what I've done to it. There we go. Mercury in retrograde. What are we going to do, eh? I had to stop the recording and restart it, so I'm going to have to clip those together. So this reading is just going to be a hot mess. I'm sorry, Capricorn. But yeah, so it's almost like two sides. It's almost making me think of some of the Chariot cards have kind of mechanical horses, and you have a black one and a white one. So it's almost, I'm really getting balance, bringing balance in, balancing out a situation. You may, if you're one of the people who's been really worried about news and the events, it could be thinking about how some people are more fortunate than others, how sometimes you can be on top and then the wheel will turn and you'll be at the bottom, and vice versa. How people can so easily lose people, or how people can so easily lose all their money. How these shocking moments can really come in and shake up a person's life, and your heart's going out to them, and you're really wanting to support people in any way that you can. Right, okay, over here, there's a lot of this, there's so much holding back energy in this reading. Right in the underline over here, you've got the Hangman, which, it can be a card of feeling all tied up, feeling like you're stuck, needing to be patient, needing to look at things from a new perspective while you're waiting. So you have this kind of, I was talking about this tension energy here, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles here is, he's looking back, he's looking forwards, but moving backwards. So there's almost like a sense of like, being in this transition period where you're looking to the future, but, you're having to hold back, you're having to tend to kind of the tangible things in life. You're having to, tick all the boxes, pay the bills, really square things away and do all those kind of boring jobs before you can turn into this Knight of Wands energy and go racing out of the gate. This is your energy, Capricorn. You're an earth sign, so this Knight of Pentacles energy, that is you. And it's the contrast between these as well. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He really does, he wants to move towards things just as much as the Knight of Wands, but he's much more practical. He's the one that does all the groundwork, where the Knight of Wands just goes for whatever they want. It could be you. These could be two different people. One could be you and one could be someone else who's acting in a more fiery energy. One of you is more grounded, one of you is more fiery. So I'm just shifting around. I'm just trying to get more comfortable. Yeah, but there's a lot of this holding back the reins energy. Here we have the excuse me. Here with the Temperance card, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can be someone speaking the truth. It could be someone cutting something out, taking action on a situation. This is in your thoughts though, so there's a you're thinking about speaking a truth about a situation where you've perhaps had to be very, very patient, or you're having to be patient before you can speak a truth, or you're having to be patient before you can cut something out, communicate something. It can also be sort of about logic, so there could be some kind of planning here. You're thinking about things a lot in your head. You're taking the time. That's what it is. You're taking the time to think a situation through. With the Knight of Pentacles, taking time to come up with a plan, taking time to strategize here. Thank God the Seven of Swords didn't come out. That's been coming out quite a lot. That's a card of strategy, but it can be sneakiness. But this isn't sneakiness. This is just being really, really sensible. It's quite good energy, actually. It's quite solid, practical, good energy. Where the Knight of Wands might run in and just mess everything up with, with the big mouth and the, running in to speak the truth. Like, have you seen those videos where people, it's like been a trend recently, I think on TikTok, where people are showing the difference between cats and dogs, where they set up a load of like chess pieces or I don't know, nail varnishes, or they'll set a load of stuff up all over the floor in a narrow hallway, and they'll call the cat and they'll call the dog, and the cat will come and sort of pick through very, very carefully and not knock anything over, and the dog will just come in and kind of like slide through it and send everything flying. Well, that's the difference. Like the Knight of Wands is the dog who just scatters everything because they're just so focused on what they want, they don't think about anything else. But the Knight of Pentacles is like the cat, they kind of pick through very, very carefully. Yeah, so I feel like that's two different energies, or it could be both within you, and this kind of like really, really tense energy of having to hold back. Down here we've got the Queen of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. So if you've recently become independent, you're looking very, very, very fancy, very, very, very fiery. I mean, the Queen of Wands is gorgeous. She's perfect hair, she's really got her makeup down, really sexy clothes, just super duper sexy energy. It always makes me laugh as well, the way she holds the wand. Yeah, really, really fiery, creative. The Queen of Wands in upright is gorgeous. She's creative, she's passionate, she's bold, she's confident, just absolutely gorgeous, really beautiful. She's kind of the Beyonce of the tarot. Yeah, feeling independent, feeling really good about yourself, feeling very, very fancy, ready to express it as well. The Queen of Wands is very, very expressive, and that's moving into the Knight of Wands in your heart space. Really wanting to rush in. Unfortunately, and very confusingly, the Knight of Wands, which is one of the fastest cards, the fastest, most action-based energies in the deck, is clarified by the Hermit. Oh my goodness. So the Hermit is going inwards, introspecting, taking yourself away from the world, almost like locking yourself away in a cabin in the woods and not wanting to talk to anybody because you want to do a bit of thinking. So this is really, really, really you couldn't get more contradictory energy than, the Knight of Pentacles next to the Knight of Wands next to the Hermit. It's just ridiculous. And then I clarified this. I was like, well, what's going on here? And I got the Chariot. And the Chariot is... Now, this really is the fastest moving card in the deck. It's as fast as the Knight of Wands, if not faster. It's the card of action. It's the card of movement forward. It's travel as well. It can mean a car. But yeah, it's harnessing. There's a need to kind of, sorry, I'm going in and out of focus again. There's a need to harness both of these two sides, this fiery wand, passionate, running in energy, and the kind of the cooler, introspective, thoughtful, logical hermit energy, bringing those into alignment before you can move forward. It's just was it your reading, Capricorn? I can't remember which reading it was, but one of them I was talking about horses out of the gate. I was seeing a racetrack, and I was seeing racehorses in the gate, and then the gates opening, and then like the horse running out and then turning and going back in again, and then running out and turning and going back in again, and it's that same energy. So I do wonder if that was your reading where I was talking about that, because that's what's going on here. It's I'm ready to go. No, I'm not ready to go. I'm ready to go. Oh, I've lost my confidence. I'm going to run back in. Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun energy. It's an exciting place to be. It might be an exciting time of your life. Almost like perhaps a lack of confidence as well. I'm looking at these cards that we pulled out at the beginning. So there may be someone that you want to move towards, but you keep on having a confidence crisis. Am I good enough? Oh no, I've got a spot today. I can't. Oh no. My hair's all messed up. I can't speak to them while I've got messy hair. I I'd probably just want to reassure you here that you've got the Two of Cups twice and the Four of Wands. Literally, this is 11-11. Like, the Four of Wands is the 11-11 card, and you've got the Two of Cups and the Two of Cups. Like, this is, it's soulmate energy. It's like, I'm not seeing many twin flame cards, but it's like a level relationship, an equal relationship. If you're worried about your messy hair, this person's worried about their spotty face. Nobody's perfect, but you two are almost meant for each other. It's that, actually, I was saying about not seeing a lot of 11-11, but there's a lot of yin yang energy here. The Chariot's a yin yang card, this balancing two sides. You've got this earth energy with the wand energy. It's almost like two people coming together who complement each other really well, who balance each other out. Perhaps one person is too busy ticking all the boxes and they don't really take a lot of action, but the other person is all action and they don't pay attention to the details. Well, actually, that actually works out quite well in a relationship, because this person gives this person the drive and this person balances out that person and grounds them. It could actually be a really, really good relationship here. Okay, so moving swiftly on, because I'm going to run out of time. I've only got 15 minutes left before I could just literally can't record anymore. So here I was talking about looking at the relationships in your life. It's clarified again by the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you've got the Knight of Wands in the upright in your heart space, really feeling like you want to go rushing in towards something, but it's like your thoughts are holding you back. The Knight of Wands in reverse is not taking action, a lack of passion. It's so contradictory. Your heart space and your head space, it's like they're having a battle right now. Thinking, how am I going to do this? I'm, really thinking, am I good enough? Yeah, a lack of confidence, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're holding yourself back with your own thoughts here. You know where your heart is, you know where your passion is. Your heart's telling you, go, 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 go. Your intuition's telling you, go, 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 go. And then it's like your thoughts, because the Hermit's a card of thinking. Your thoughts get in the way and hold you back and make you doubt yourself. Not making a decision or a decision being made, not communicating. Didn't we have this discussion last week, Capricorn? Eight of Wands is communication, it's rapid communication. Eight of Wands in reverse is not communicating. Why are you not communicating? Why are you not making the decision? The Emperor. So the Emperor, this could be you really, 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 really feeling like you want to have control over the situation. If you're, look over here with the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles energy. I feel like you want to control the situation. You want to plan it all out. You want to have, an itinerary of how this is all going to happen. Perhaps that's not how the world works. Perhaps you need a little bit more of that Fool energy of throwing yourself into the wind and and going with the flow. But that's not your nature, Capricorn. Your nature is to have a list of what time is this going to happen, how is this going to happen, which car are we going to take. Just be wary that might hold you back. I wouldn't want you to miss an opportunity because you're dragging your heels too much. Just be wary of that. It's brilliant. It's really, really good energy, but just take that as a little sort of heads up that you don't want to miss out on whatever this is, because there's a lot of passion here. An alternate is that the Emperor can be some kind of boss, some kind of, it's like CEO energy. You could be held back because of something to do with work, or a father. It could be a father saying, no, don't go, don't move. Maybe what's holding you back with the Knight of Wands in reverse being a lack of confidence. Maybe you're saying, I can't move forward, I can't speak my truth, I can't make this decision until I get into this Emperor energy. I have to be perfect. The Emperor is all four kings in the tarot. He's the completion. He's everything. Maybe you're thinking, I have to be perfect before I can move. I did see the Empress as well when I was shuffling as well. So, or if you're identifying as a feminine energy, this could be feeling inadequate. If the person you're looking at is, and again, this could be two men or it could be two women. The gender doesn't really apply here. It's just the feminine and masculine energy. If you're looking at this other person and thinking, he is, or she, perfect. They are so fancy. They have all the best clothes, all the nicest things. They're nurturing, they're loving, they always have control of the situation. They are passionate when they need to be passionate. This person's perfect. Perhaps you've put this person up on a pedestal, and that's giving you this confidence crisis where you can't move forward. And just go for it. Fortune and love favour the bold, says Ovid. Okay, let's get you an advice card, because let's just knock everything over and start again. Let's get you an advice card from the Akashic Tarot before we run out of time. The King of Scrolls. Okay, King of Scrolls. I'm going to read from the book for you. I'm going to get advice from the book, because my advice is not good enough here. We need more advice. Here we go. Okay. I can just hear my son thundering up to the bathroom, so I'm hoping he's not going to come in for a chat. Just wait 5 minutes. Okay. A man holds a scroll as he looks across a well-groomed garden. A number of scrolls lay on the garden bench next to him. He is the King of Scrolls, a man of learning, and he can be helpful to you in a number of ways. This man may be present in your life already. If not, you will be meeting him soon. He may be an author, teacher, or communicator who will assist you in some professional way. He could also be a friend who brings wisdom through his own studies and spiritual practices. Be open to the guidance this man offers, for it could help lead your life in exciting new directions. I don't know if you can hear this. To me, it's really loud, but as I'm talking, my nose is clicking. I don't know what it is. It's really, I can't make it go. Stop it, clicky nose. As with any of the kings and queens, the King of Scrolls may also be a new love interest for you. We did have that man with the bouquet. For you or another, depending upon his location in the spread. His wisdom is compelling, and there are likely to be many interesting and lively discussions. This card may also represent you or someone you know who is longing for a deeper understanding and greater clarity of thought. Now is the time to pursue new interests, perhaps even enroll in some classes or attend a lecture or two. A position in teaching, counselling, advertising, writing, publishing, or the like may be on the agenda now. A treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you, so let your mind and your life soar. Exciting! There's a little sort of meditation thing as well here, which I'll read for you, because I feel like we need it after that reading. Phew! Take a deep breath and pull in the energy of the King of Scrolls. Feel yourself fill up with a new sense of wisdom and heightened communication. Your mind and vision grow with the power of the King of Scrolls. Is there something you'd like to learn? Capricorn? Okay, so I feel like that was much more positive than last week's. Last week's was was a bit of a struggle actually. This week's is more exciting. It's like you've made up your mind and you're really struggling with your confidence in the future there. This steady energy is pretty good. You know, if you can find your balance, once you balance out those two sides of yourself, balance out those two energies, I think it'll be time to move forward. Right, that's it. It's going to be a long reading today. Sorry. I hope I didn't make you fall asleep, Capricorn. Take care. Bye-bye. This reading is going to be such a hot mess. As I was taking the images for the thumbnail, I was just noticed how similar these two cards are when you put them next to each other. And I was talking about that yin-yang energy, the sun-moon energy. It's like the sun shining on this person, the moon shining on this person. She's looking back at him and he's looking at her. Go for it, Capricorn. Do it, Capricorn. You know you want to. Bye.